So to give it that depth, otherwise, if we start with a light color from the bottom up, then we're going to end up with a wall that looks like it's on the same level of the top part. So we go back and forth between raw umber, ultramarine violet, make sure that the bottom part is darker, and then ultramarine violet, burnt umber, Naples yellow.
So do we go lighter as we go up the wall, or just the same color the whole time?
No. For now, just keep on the using these colors that are not that light. I know it looks. What I'm doing right now is I am using less burnt umber. When I get up the wall, it's less burnt umber. But I am putting a bit of burnt umber still. At the bottom, I put more burnt umber. The top, I'm using less. Now, this part right here should be a bit darker. So I'm increasing the amount of burnt umber and I'm putting in it ultramarine violet. And you see that this part is darker now. And more on a purple side, kind of. Doesn't have to be too purplish, but that's because of the rooftop.
The overhang.
Yeah, thank you. And then I'm gonna put a bit of Naples yellow now. Check it. If it's too light, push a bit of purple in it. The whole idea is not to have a wall that looks clean and new. That's why we're doing all this. And that's why we're working on dark.
Κάτσεις εδώ. Θα κάτσεις.
Όχι, θα πάρω τα πράγματα.
There. Okay, good.
Θέλεις να δεις.
Θέλεις
να δεις.
Τι να δω.
Τι λέει να ζωγραφίζει.
Όχι, μου αρέσει.
Θέλεις να δεις εμένα να ζωγραφίζω.
Σου.
Είμαι και εγώ εδώ.
Έλα.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
We got the Greek contingent here.
We're just.
Hello, Sula. Hi, Leo.
Hi, Stratos. How are you?
Hi, Αστέρο.
Hi, Αστέρο.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. Εσύ, Αστέρο, τι λίλι ήταν αυτό που μου φέρες. Δεν έχω ξαναδεί καλύτερο. Ξέρεις πόσα λουλούδια, άλλα τόσα λουλούδια έβγαλε εσύ.
Oh, bravo, bravo.
Σε ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Anytime, anytime.
Thank you.
Don't you feel
Bye,
like
Estero.
it's
Bye,
bringing me joy.
Sula.
Bye, bye,
Bye,
Strato.
Leo.
bye Stratos? Don't you
Bye-bye.
feel like you're in Greece now?
Hmm?
Feel like we're in Greece. Good feeling.
Okay.
Okay, so
How come yours looks gray?
And mine yellow.
Mine too.
I'm not putting too much. Okay, guys, I'm not, ladies.
It's
I'm
layers
not,
magic.
One layer or more layers?
okay, I'm not putting too much Naples yellow. Don't go wild with your Naples yellow. Whenever you want a dark, so look at the reference. When you see dark wall, you want to mix your purple with some burnt umber and maybe a touch of Naples yellow. That's what's happening. The purple will make your color darker. You want to keep those colors dark at the bottom. And then once you go up, then you put a bit of more Naples yellow. But honestly, I put layers before I get to the highlight, before I get to something light. I'm very careful with my light color. But I'm not sure why everybody's seeing gray. I think it's the monitor, or could be the
Fluorescent light.
light. It might be the light. It's not fluorescent, it's LED.
LED, yeah.
Yeah, but I think I need to buy good light. Now, okay, so now this wall right here is lighter. So I don't really need to go too dark, but I'm not going to go as light as, the way I see it in the reference. So what I'm going to do is take Naples yellow and push some purple in my Naples yellow. Come here. Okay, that's good. So it's not but when you're looking at it, okay, I'm going to darken it a bit because it's looking too light in the monitor.
What Naples yellow you have? What brand name?
I'm using TriArt.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Because it's too light.
Too light?
Too light, and mine
No.
Liquitex, it's more yellow.
Oh, okay. Yes. It's okay.
Oh,
It's okay. But when you put
okay.
ultramarine violet in it, it's going to darken it anyway. It'll get darker.
The buff helps a little bit.
The burnt umber?
The white buff, whatever it is. What is
The titanium buff.
titanium buff? It helps a little bit to make it a little bit.
Yeah, but careful with titanium buff right now. Don't put too much titanium buff for now. Again, we're doing layers.
Yes.
You'll see in a minute. Once we get past this stage, when we start highlighting.
Yeah.
Bilal, at the top there, you've started to put in shadows already. Is that like
Here.
below the roof? Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
I used burnt umber and ultramarine violet. I did it on purpose. I did this dark on purpose.
Darker. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Darker, yeah. Yeah. I think, I don't know if I might have to get some kind of light. The reason I'm putting ultramarine violet in my Naples yellow, purple is opposite yellow on the color wheel. So it's going to make my Naples yellow a bit more neutral, because Naples yellow is very yellow. It's like a yellow. So if I want it more on the off-white side, not really off-white, but a softer yellow, then I'm going to use purple. Purple, when you put it in the yellow, in that Naples yellow, which is a light yellow, more like an off-white yellow, I don't know how to describe it, it's going to soften it and remove that yellowish hue in it. Now, I'm going to take the buff titanium or unbleached titanium to highlight it, to make it lighter, because I don't want to put white yet. If I want to put white, I'll put it on last. But for now, and this is really light right now. So I'm going to put the color. Your color should not be flat, whatever you do. And if you see that you have, you can see your brush stroke, or you see it looks like it's not clean, or whatever it is, that's okay. When you get to this wall, don't go straight, go on an angle. That will create a shadow over here.
Oh.
Okay? Work slowly. Work slowly. Don't rush. Now, the more I go down, see, this layer is not enough. It's going to be, we're going to have another layer. We're going to put another layer. But the lower I go, the more I push in my ultramarine violet. And if you don't have ultramarine violet, put burnt umber in it. So the more you go down, the darker the wall is going to look. It's not going to look this, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
The wall is darker at the bottom. It's not the same. The only reason I put this line, and don't worry about it if you didn't put it, that's okay. The only reason I put it there is just to cut the wall, you know, not cut it, put something interesting there, so it doesn't look like a flat.
You can kind of love.
So now, do we want those three houses to be the same? No. So what we're going to do is use the same mixture you have right here, which is the Naples yellow, and ultramarine violet, touch of ultramarine violet. And I'm going to put in it a bit of burnt umber. And now highlight it with titanium buff.
So to that same yellow that we were using, you added more ultramarine violet?
Yeah, well, if you have that, if you still have enough,
Yeah.
if you still have enough, that's good. If you have still enough, you have enough, just add a bit of burnt umber in it.
Oh.
Because this wall is darker than this, because this is exposed. This one is not. So I'm going to try my color. Good. Okay, and don't go in different direction with your brush.
Don't go or go?
Go,
Go.
go. Again, once you get to that bottom part, take a bit of more. Okay, let's take a little bit more of the burnt umber and put it at the bottom here. That will give you a very soft, darker color.
In 5 minutes or less? 5 minutes. I'll turn the toaster on now. Ouch.
Somebody having dinner?
Your wall shouldn't, again, your wall should not look flat. So play around with your shape, with your colors. Add, and stop in the middle of what you're doing. Don't go all the way down. Stop in the middle of what you're doing, what you're painting. Change your color a bit. Add a bit more purple maybe in here. Let's say again, right there. So that makes my wall darker over here. Slightly darker. Again, I'm gonna. Okay. A bit of burnt umber right there. That makes it look an old wall. Again, once you get here to this side, try not to go straight to that corner, that wall here. This line. The more you go down with your color into the bottom of the building, you should add a bit of more darker colored in there using, doesn't matter what you use, just darken your color. So we're going to take yellow ochre
Yes.
and burnt sienna, mix them. Just because you don't want the walls, all of the walls to look the same color. We're just
Is that red sienna or burnt sienna?
burnt sienna, burnt sienna.
Is it very yellow?
No.
No, it's not that yellow. It's more on the red side. Okay, so when you put it with you put burnt sienna with yellow ochre, you get more of a kind of an
Right.
orangey, an earth tone orange. I don't know why this is happening. It looks so yellow.
Mine is,
Yeah,
Mine's
Mine-
orange.
mine's orange.
Okay,
Orange.
that's the way it should be. Mine is orange too.
Bill, are you leaving a little bit of shadow, like where the
Yes, here, yes,
overhang? Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Oh, oops. Made a boo-boo. Okay. Now, I'm going to take a bit of ultramarine violet. And if you don't have ultramarine violet, use burnt umber and add it to this color of the wall and paint the bottom part. So I just darkened that bottom part a bit. After putting this one layer, it's still wet. After putting one layer of this color, I'm going to take unbleached titanium or titanium buff.
without mixing.
Yes, I just took that. Sorry, yes, you're right. I should have said take unbleached titanium or titanium buff and put it in your mixture. The same mixture that you did.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You highlight your mixture.
Yes.
And you probably wonder why I'm doing so many layers. You can see those layers.
I like it.
Yeah, you can see those layers underneath. Still, even when you put the, even when you put that highlight. Okay, again, because I'm going down to the bottom part, I'm gonna add a bit of ultramarine violet. With my mixture of colors. The laundry is becoming smaller and smaller.
It's like that lady on the surfboard. Huh?
Yes, yes, she lost a couple pounds by the
It's
time.
less laundry to fold.
Yes,
Is your wall looking peachy now?
peachy. Yeah, it doesn't look that light. I was looking into researching light for demos on Amazon this afternoon. And I think there's a light called ring light.
Mhm.
They use those ring lights for selfies or whatever.
Well, they use all the people working from home now, like, you know, the hosts and stuff, everybody, that's what they use.
You don't want to skip a wall because.
Right. So this is this. I'm picking up unbleached titanium, and I'm putting in it a bit of the Naples yellow. Someone mentioned that they don't have unbleached titanium.
I don't
It's
have it.
gonna be yellowish. Oh.
I had asked how you, what you mix to substitute.
Pardon?
What do you mix to substitute for, I've got obviously titanium.
Mix yellow ochre and let me see if I mix yellow ochre and a touch of burnt umber in it and white. Let's see if we can get that color.
Leo, this new mixture that you're putting on is just those two colors? You're not putting.
It's just unbleached. No, there's no purple. Unbleached titanium and Naples yellow.
But Lael, you use that on the far right. So just because you're putting it on top of that other color, it's gonna look different?
I used it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I used here unbleached titanium and ultramarine violet. I didn't put in it. Did I put in it?
Oh.
No, sorry. No, hold on. I forgot what I used here. I used Naples yellow, Naples yellow and ultramarine violet here. So here I'm using unbleached titanium.
Okay.
And Naples yellow.
I see.
Okay, unbleached titanium can be done if you mix yellow ochre, take yellow ochre, put a bit of burnt umber in it and white. It will get a really good color. Very, very close to unbleached titanium, that one here, right there. It's perfect. So I took yellow ochre. Oops, that's not yellow ochre. I took yellow ochre.
Yeah.
You see that? Okay, and burnt umber and white. It's a beige color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
then I add Naples yellow.
Okay. Yeah. Touch of Naples yellow in there. See how I'm getting a color that's like broken up in this brush stroke. It's not flat. Oops, I have. Okay, so this is burnt umber and ultramarine violet, and with a bit of Naples yellow in it down here.
Burnt umber.
Burnt umber, ultramarine violet, and a bit of Naples yellow. Now I'm going to darken this one here a bit more, but I don't want to lose the wall. I'm just using ultramarine violet with a bit of Naples yellow in here. Okay, for this wall, I'm using ultramarine violet and burnt umber with a bit of Naples yellow. It should be dark.